So Red Dead Redemption 2 made the top 10 games in IGN, and I can make a top 10 game. All I have to do is get a little bit of inspiration from Red Dead. You know, I have 4 free days. Why don't I just steal the whole game? The first step was obviously to create a player and a player controller, so I spent a lot of time perfecting every last detail about the player controller to make it perfect. If you didn't get the memo, I stole it from my previous game. The next thing I had to do was replace the player model, because believe it or not, that's not what Arthur Morgan looks like. Unfortunately, I don't trust very many websites, so I'm limited to Mixamo to download player models. And this definitely isn't because I can't make a good player model. I can, I just don't feel like it. But as you can tell, Mixamo has a wide range of player models. For my Western character, I'm debating between Abe and Leonard. Like I said, a good catalog. I ended up dragging Leonard along with a few animations into Unreal Engine, but unlike my previous games, I want to make an advanced locomotion. So instead of having this boring 1D blend space, here's a new and improved 2D blend space, which apparently is very different. Luckily, Goka Games is just the tutorial I needed. Thanks, pal. Because of this advanced tutorials, I was even able to make it so you can transition to a very similar blend space, but you were holding a weapon, and all it costed was a lot more Mixamo animations, but it was worth it. I then added some simple line tracing to get the non-existent weapon working. Yeah, I should probably make a weapon model. So I hopped into Blender and tried modeling a revolver to the best of my knowledge. I mean, it doesn't suck. I think it's my best player model yet, but that's not saying much. I dragged the model into Unreal Engine and made it only appear if we are in the weapon state. Now, something really important to make a Red Dead game is an advanced civilian AI.
Okay, just no one do anything stupid.
So I made another Leonard. Okay, it's not lazy, it's just narcissistic because I love Leonard.
Oh yeah, this looks totally normal. That's something that happens in Red Dead Redemption.
Now, unnamed Leonard number 1 doesn't do much, but here's everything he does do. So he'll wander perfectly around the environment, well, most of the time. Yo, my bad. Yo. Except if you aim your gun at him, he will get into this totally serious, not at all goofy pose. Okay, this was the only one Mixamo had, so bear with me here. From here you have 2 options. You can shoot in the air, which causes everybody to run, or you can shoot the civilian, which also makes everyone run, but it spawns another civilian. This may be because I forgot to make a cop, so I should get to that. Starting by making a bounty system that actually spawns the cop. So I made a bounty variable in the player, which shows on the screen using a simple widget. Then, if it increases, it spawns a placeholder cop, which should chase after you shooting, but, doesn't. So I got to work on the AI. I started by making it so when they spawn, they automatically go after the player. But when they're in the range, they start shooting aggressively until they die. Also, I somehow managed to develop beyond my skill levels and got to the cop can sometimes miss and hit civilians. I have no idea how that happened. But another important part about Red Dead is that the shooting feels good, especially when fighting enemies. Luckily, I can do this by playing different animations depending on where the enemy was hit. So I played this animation whenever you hit anywhere but the head, but this one if you hit the enemy on the head, before ragdolling the enemy in the best way possible. The next thing I needed was a map. Now, I pretty much have that one Smart Poly video memorized, so I was able to create this sort of island shape. Then I used the MW auto material and some Megascans trees to create this environment with some space here to put a town. I started looking through the UE marketplace to find some Western assets, or I guess it's now called Fab. I found a pretty good pack with houses and stuff, so I dragged it into the map and made a town out of it. The next thing to do is place civilians everywhere, including inside these places. Now the town is pretty much finished, just ignore the grass sticking out through the floor and the few floating buildings, but other than that, it's perfect. But if you don't know, Red Dead is famous for the destructible environment. Luckily, Unreal Engine has a tool just for that. Yo, my bad. So it will break. It will break. There we go. See, it did the thing. Like I said, destructible. So I guess I successfully recreated Red Dead, aside from, well, everything else about the game. You know, now that I think about it, there's nothing like Red Dead, but let's see what my friend thinks.
Okay, I'm gonna play Red Dead Redemption, you know? Oh! I did something. Oh gosh. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I got him. Oh! Okay, yo, stay where you are. This is a robbery. Oh wait, he has a gun. Chasing this man. How do I sprint? Oh! Get over here, boy! Oh, he's climbing up the mountain! Get over here, boy! Oh, he stopped. Oh, mine. Oh, I figured it out. That's what I thought, boy. Oh, he's shooting so quick, bro. It's not fair. Okay, this time we're gonna be a good boy. I said I want something to drink, boy. What if I shoot him in the foot? Oh, my aim. Oh, I did that. Look at all these guys running. 10 out of 10 game. 10 out of 10 game. You need me as the voice actor, though.